Andy Pickering here. So today's video, as you can see in the title, is just a bit of an update really on what I'm going to be up to this year and the channel and things like that. So as you may know, I've done about 30 odd recording breakdown videos in the last 3 years, I think, or 2.5 years, something like that. And it's got to a point where I only really want to do new ones when I'm recording new music. And as I haven't yet recorded any new music this year, that's why there's not really been any videos. Now, I've had a ton of work in the studio here, which has been great, doing session keyboards and also some mixing work. I do work remotely with artists who will send me with tracks and I can play on them or even mix them. If someone records something very digitally and they'll send me the tracks over, for instance, I'll be mixing them to tape using tape delays, using outboard, and just generally making things sound a bit more cohesive and vintage. And if you've seen my videos, you'll kind of know the kind of sound that I like. So if that's ever something you're interested in, or keyboards, a bit of piano, then please get in touch with that. So new music, I've got a new track that I'm working on that's had some a string arrangement recorded by real musicians in London at the Royal College of Music. Really exciting song that I've released already, called Turn Your Love Around. It's on my When Today's History album, although they were program strings. Beautiful string arrangement written by a friend of mine, ex-band member called Gabriele Boccazzi, and that's going to be transferred to the 8-track and I'm going to be finishing it there. So there will be a video coming up with that soon, but I'm not going to be quite as prolific with just constantly pumping out videos for the sake of content, because I don't want to make clickbaity videos of 10 things that you can do with a reverb, or 5 things that you can do, like I could break down one of my long videos, 35-minute video that I do, where I do every single aspect, right from the song to the finished thing and everything in between. I could break that down into 5 parts. It's not about, it's not about that for me. There's no money in something so niche and small for me on YouTube. It's more about just doing it for the love of it. So when I want to make a video, I want to share my music, I want to share my passion for analog and everything that I'm doing, I'm going to make a video about it. So I do film things as I'm doing them. But while I'm not sort of working on my new music, for instance, and recording or anything like that, then there's not going to be any videos. So there's just going to be droughts. I'm not like have to upload on every Thursday night and doing one of these YouTuber kind of things. Why? I just don't see the point in it. It's a niche of a niche of a niche, this channel, and I absolutely love every one of you that subscribed, and I think it's amazing that people get in touch with me from all over the world, often asking me more technical questions than I can answer about the analog gear. But it's been an amazing space for me to share my music, as in YouTube, and sort of talk to you guys. And it's been probably the best thing I've ever done with my own music in terms of getting out there, is making these videos. So I'm very grateful for the platform and being able to do it. And what I like to think that my videos, set aside from every other video that does anything recording or analog or anything, is the uniqueness of my tunes. Now obviously you know that I love 60s music and I'm very influenced by all that kind of stuff, and I really strive for that sound, but on a budget home studio. My studio's well, it's kind of a 1980s style studio, really, especially with my Tascam recorders and things like that. So, um, yeah, it's all about creativity and using limitations, and I hope that comes across. Of course, you can record digitally and have limitations as well, but there's always too much temptation to edit your things and do too many shortcuts that don't lead to as interesting ideas as if you're doing everything for real, in my opinion. But obviously, I do work on a DAW. Of course, I have to when I'm doing session work or mixing and things like that, because that's the world we live in, really. And the analog stuff is a passion project. I love tape, and I think it's a fantastic sounding medium that I will continue to do. So, kind of long story long, yeah, it's just as and when I'm recording new music, I'll put videos out, but I'm not going to be sticking to schedule. I'm not going to be doing clickbaity videos for views. I'm not going to be chasing, the YouTube rat race and I've had a few videos that have gone in my world viral. I've 20 odd thousand views on some of my videos, and the first ever video I did, which was recording on a 4-track and actually with a laptop, which was the video most people will have seen. That was supposed to be, at the time, I just wanted to do one video to document how I was recording, and that ended up going so well that I then started filming and doing a lot of things in here over the last few years. So pretty much every song I've recorded now, I film everything and eventually edit it all together and try and make a cohesive video. So that's it, really. I'll give you a late Happy New Year. Expect some more new music from me. In the meantime, you can check out my Bandcamp, my Spotify, anything from the links below. My website, which is kind of like a placeholder for my name, and it has everything there and all the information about me and what I do. You can always check that out, but all the links are below, and all the music's there already. Don't forget that since I've been doing these YouTube videos, I've done 2 EPs, all analog, and filmed every part of those. And before all of that, I've done I think I've done 11 EPs in 10 years, or 10 EPs and 1 album. I can't remember, but basically what I'm saying is there's a lot of music that I've done, if you like, to discover, and I just release everything on Spotify. All my old EPs, that, as rough as they are, they're still all on there. So all in all, thanks very much for watching this video. You will see more of me in the future, and yeah, if you want to work with me, please get in touch, and I'll speak to everyone soon. Cheers, bye.